Speaking specifically of Aldridge, you needed a big game from him. You got it. What can you say about his efforts?
LaMarcus has been a monster all year long. He's led our team at both ends of the floor. He doesn't complain about a darn thing out on the court. He just plays through everything. I can't imagine being more proud of a player as far as playing through adversity and being there for his teammates night after night after night. He's been fantastic.
Mic check. What's going on?
Chilling. I was just running an errand, listening to the podcast from the other night. It was very good.
It was good, right?
Excellent. You guys were on fire.
We know what we're doing.
I'm wondering if I'm the weak link here. You know, take me out.
Yeah, you might be. You might be the Chris Paul of these playoffs. Get you off the floor.
Just might be. I was also listening to the Black to Black, but I have to say I was probably the strong link on that one. So.
Oh, okay.
I giveth,
you know what this is implying.
I giveth and I taketh away.
Oh man, I don't know that I'm comfortable with this implication.
It's a good show.
I haven't listened to Black to Black yet. Oh, recorded a good Snark Hoops last night.
Oh, nice. You know,
good Snark.
We don't have to wait for that. We can populate that whenever you want.
Okay, I'll edit it today.
Let's see here, Tom.
This playoff stuff is throwing my writing way off. My writing schedule. I don't have anything to do during the day right now.
What do you mean? We're right here.
Come on. This isn't work, Jade. This is fun.
We're here.
It's me and my friends. Yeah, we're here.
Here, right, Trey? Here. Here. Trey? Here.
I'm here. I just didn't want to say that. I really wasn't trying to say that. I was like, all right. I don't have anything else to say.
Oh, so you were mistaken. Is Mariana with us today?
I didn't see anything.
About Big Waz. I don't see him on.
Waz said he was.
He said he was in.
Can I say that Amin shaming Waz by using the wrong color on the emoji the other day killed me.
Beautiful.
Oh my God.
Put that on the Instagram, by the way.
Oh, is that Instagram.com/count the dings?
Mm-hmm.
Is that what that is?
Mm-hmm.
It is.
Oh, yeah, that count?
Follow.
I didn't even know.
We do. We're everywhere, Trey. We are on Twitter.
Gotcha,
we are on
big dog.
Facebook. We are on Instagram. We are on Patreon. And what's nice about the randomness of our name, Count the Dings, is it's available. It's like the best thing about it.
We're also on Discord. If you are a Patreon, you can get a link on the Discord chat and watch the games with us. I pop in there from time to time.
I designated Mark Melabanana as our, I don't know what you call
Discord czar?
Discord czar. Thank you.
That's a good dude.
He changed his name, though. It's no longer Mark Melabanana.
It wasn't banana.
It's
Melabanana.
Actually, that is his name still, but his ad is at Mark is Daname, D-A-N. Dename. Oh, Mark is Dename. That's what he's doing there.
Anime.
It's a new form of anime. So if you do have a question about Discord, hit him up. Mark is Dename. I see a bear. I see a bear on a soccer field. Everyone's hitting me with this.
I'm sorry, what?
A bear on a Russian soccer field?
Yeah.
Oh, is that real? Have we entered?
Looks like a real.
Have we entered the singular where it's like the singularity where we just don't know anymore what's real and what's not? It's all just part of this Orwellian society. Like, is that bear real or is it CGI?
Here's my question, Tom. Here's my question, Tom. Is that bear a crisis actor?
Welcome to my life. Guys.
Come on, you're right. You're right.
I guess,
guys.
Just
are we waiting for Waz or
start it up? And when Waz gets here, he'll get here.
Okay. Welcome to a Tuesday edition of the Back to Back podcast. I'm Tom Haberstroh, and this is the Basketball Bud Show with the LA-based Zach Harper,
Bang bang.
Black Trey, Jade Hoy in Connecticut. Am I missing anyone? Waz is going to join us shortly, and I want to.
No Maze, right? No
Maze is out. So we got a couple of games last night in the NBA, and the Spurs Warriors. We can get to that later, but let's just jump into how my ass taste.
That's a tough open, Tom.
That's a tough open.
That's a tough open.
This is
that a Wade thing?
Both of these are. I was going to say the word, but I won't say it because Jade does say it. But you got it.
Yeah. So that's not. I mean, it's.
Huh? No, I'm saying.
You sound so tired.
Hell no, I'm good. I slept so good. But I'm just saying. I was gonna say pause, but I was gonna, Jay would be like Trey, so I was left alone.
You sounded like Waz after Atlanta for a little bit. I think the voice just had to wake up.
No,
okay,
no, my voice is fine.
Just checking.
Selective with my words today.
Okay. Man, that Dwayne Wade
vintage.
Oof.
That Dwayne Wade.
Oh no, don't call him vintage.
Classic.
Gabby said don't call him vintage. She said don't call him that either.
Venerable.
He never left. She said he never left.
Well, no.
I don't know what type of basketball she been watching, but
no, he left.
Listen, Gabby.
He left. He left, and he didn't even pay. He didn't even pay the rent. He just let that lease expire. He took the credit hit.
Your husband has the best PTO in America.
Checked out.
You take a year off, still come back to your job?
He come back to a job. He has the best sabbatical ever.
Oh man.
My man could go take an out of the country trip and come back and do his thing. But I mean, I'm not mad. I mean, it was pretty exciting to see the old guy sticking to the young guys.
Hold on, guys. Waz apparently been waiting for us to call with his Skype turned off.
You didn't. Oh, I was just gonna say you didn't invite him.
He says, "Yo, no. I'm here. Been sitting here with the damn Skype off." All right, Waz, we'll get to your rant later because it's sponsored this week. So you just hold on to that.
Which rant are we talking about?
I don't know. Just make up something today, okay?
Okay, cool.
The one that won't stop it from being sponsored.
Anyway, we're talking about vintage Wade.
We're talking about Wade that's not vintage or classic, but that he's been here and he's never left, and him having the best PTO in America. But
that giggle I hear from Waz, I feel like you're going to make a nod to medical science.
No. It's not. I'm not making a nod to medical science. I'm analytical science, regression to the mean science. I wouldn't be too seduced by this game. It was nice. He made a bunch of fadeaway contested long twos, and it's always nice when those go in. And I was excited as shit to watch it, but I mean, so I'm not gonna get like, D Wade back. D Wade reversed the clock.
Can't be back when you're always here.
So this is basically inspired by Kevin Hart, his performance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sick of Kevin Hart at basketball games. I can't even tell you.
I don't even think Kevin Hart knows what's going on at these basketball games.
Kevin.
Realistically,
I've been out on him at NBA things since he dressed up like the mailman. I mean, I'm done.
No, like I said, he could be a super fan, super Philly. Shouts to Jerv and the Sixers. They take terrible shots. My God, the fourth quarter was so brutal because I'm like, all right, I want this to go into overtime just because, it's a high energetic game because I really wasn't expecting the Spurs Warriors to be close at all.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, cool, give us a good game. And, obviously they're getting back into the nick of things, and they're down 2 possessions. And J.J. Redick takes, the wildest three. Then Bellinelli comes down and takes the wildest three.
Bellinelli was shocking. I mean, shocking.
Listen, then JJ takes another one, and I'm like, and then I felt like Robert Covington was throwing the game. Oh my God.
He was so bad. He was so bad.
And had the nerve to make the 3 at the end. I said, come on, man. Just don't make it at all, bro.
Tom, I take some ambitious shots at times, right?
Yes.
There were some
shoot like that?
This is the thing. No.
I would fuck you up.
Because I'm making them straight. You don't got to worry about it. But this is the thing.
That's crazy that you shoot better than JJ.
No, well, I mean, relatively. No, the shots that Bellinelli was taking at the end there, even I was like, I don't know about that shot. I don't know. I don't know if that's the best. He's so off balance.
But he always takes him off balance.
Yeah, I was going to say that's kind of his thing.
He's always leaning into something or somebody or he never jumps straight up and straight down to take it.
There were two last night where he had the same body shape as when Aaron Gordon dunked it under his legs off that mascot.
That's how he shoots. I feel like he's always trying to draw contact no matter what.
Always.
So it's I don't know. And at the same time, what did you want to do? Did you want to see Ben Simmons take a pull-up 3? I
wanted to see what I liked from them is when they were down late in the game, and off a make or a miss, they were getting it to Simmons, and he was just pushing the ball and trying to create some chaos. And he created some good looks for guys, but that's what I want to see. I just want to see them push with Simmons, because when he kind of gets into that, if he rushes up the floor and he gets into that basically a 3-on-3 situation in the half court, but as everyone else is catching up, there's not really anything you can do.
You know who was really good?
He had 23 potential assists, Ben Simmons, and they only made 8 of those shots. He was feeding his guys, but they couldn't shoot. They shot 7 of 36 from deep. 7 of 36, and one of those was that shot from Rocco at the end, which basically didn't count. I feel like we might overanalyze. They can't score in the half court, and Ben Simmons was stopped. But I also feel like they missed a lot of shots they should have made. There were some crazy ones, but man, anytime you shoot 7 of 36 and you miss 29 3-pointers, it's gonna be tough for you to win any basketball game, even if it's against the Heat.
Listen, James Johnson got out and punched him in the mouth early.
Oh, he was so good. He was good. Justice Winslow was amazing. Richardson had a great game.
So I felt all their wing players gave them everything they had, in the positive way. You know what I mean? We have Richardson here for 14. We have Johnson 18. Which Johnson is kind of like a tweener, undersized big.
Yeah.
Dragic had 20. D-Wade, 28 and 25 minutes. I definitely didn't expect D-Wade to do that. I thought D-Wade...
Efficient 20. He was 11 of 17 from the field. He was just so good.
Yeah, 11. He shot 68%.
And this is what we've been clamoring for, at least in Miami. What I've been clamoring for is for Wade to come off the bench and just give 25 great minutes. Yeah. Because at 35 minutes a night, he can't do it. And for the last few years, I've just been clamoring, not bench Wade, because that makes it seem it's kind of disrespectful, right? Yeah. But just do the Manu Ginobili and just get a couple more years out of it.
This is what you want out of him, Tom. You want Lou Wadiums. No, is that no good?
What? Nah. Delete that.
Lou Wadiums?
Jade, delete that.
Wait, what?
Edit that out.
Just happened. What the hell are we doing right now?
I enjoyed that, Zach.
Ding that shit. Fuck these guys. Ding that.
James Johnson. There are not many players who are athletically better equipped to handle Ben Simmons, right?
Right.
He can move. He's got great footwork. He's strong as hell.
He is incredible.
And he's incredible. In the regular season, a lot of the matchups against the Miami Heat, Justice Winslow picked it up, and he might be just as strong. He's a little younger.
I was going to say, what did you think about his defense on him? They jarred back and forth.
Yeah. But he called him a bitch ass because he drew the foul.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Okay. That was cool. Yelling bitch ass, but also dude, you flopped.
Oh, he totally flopped.
But he
did extend the elbow.
He extended the elbow.
You can flop in it and it's still foul.
You can flop and there have been contact. Every time these dudes fall on the floor, it's not because they actually had to. They're flopping every single time to draw the attention of the officials, which is why the block charge is the worst call in all of American sports.
But I think they were all jarring, though, and it was great energy. You know, obviously Philly thought they had it in the bag after their first run. Miami definitely.
I'm going to the process hotline, just so you know.
Here we go.
Just go ahead, Trey. Finish your thought. Sorry for interrupting.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Jade's got to fill time, so go ahead, Trey.
So, just pretty much. That these guys, like they did a good job, like, talking trash and responding. But obviously it shows the youth of Philly, and obviously Embiid's frustrated that he might not be on the floor game 3. I mean, we would love to have him. But right now, I don't even think it's a big man's game.
Music? Is that Jerv's music?
What's up, Jerv?
Is that the Eye of the Tiger?
The process hotline has brought you.
What's good?
Jerv, that don't sound too exciting.
Yeah, Jerv, we're finished.
You sound like you just got escorted out of Starbucks or something right now.
Been hanging out with Kevin Hart too much lately?
Nah, I'm good on Kevin Hart, bro.
I'm
good on Kevin Hart.
Thank you.
You
Night Shyamalan?
Bro, you can't bring that to the table if you're not the one out there on the court, bro. Like, I'm cool. I'm cool. He doesn't need to ring the bell or anything ever.
Is Kevin Hart the Philly version of that purple shirt guy in Charlotte?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah. I was.
By the way, did not re-up on his season tickets. That purple shirted guy. He's just gone.
I bet Mike didn't let him. I bet Mike was like, "You're out."
I just can't believe it's April 17th and we're talking about the 76ers at this length. It's crazy. Yeah. It's crazy.
Nice. And we haven't even talked about the late night Instagram story from Mr. Embiid.
Oh, he's frustrated.
Yeah. Jerv, are you
a millennial, yo?
Are you concerned about your 76ers in this series, or was it a one-game blip?
I think it was a one-game blip. Not really too concerned. Dwayne Wade's literally a legendary guy, so eventually he's going to have a moment. But, I mean, with all that being said, they were down 2 with whatever. They played the worst game they could possibly play shooting-wise. We're down 2 with a couple minutes to go and had a couple bum turnovers from dudes like Covington who showed why they shouldn't be on the court and things of that nature, but whatever. You know what I mean? Cats like that, they don't make those plays. They're right in it to have a chance. So not worried at all, but Embiid does need to get the hell back on the court, though.
Of course.
Little bit of feeling out there, guys. Little bit of feeling that this would set them back if they bring back Embiid.
That's the Mike Ryan scenario, right? That's Mike Ryan theory.
What do you mean set them back? How?
Because they're not playing fast. They're not getting up and down the court. They're not creating chaos on the perimeter.
They won't need to play as fast.
In the regular season, with Ben Simmons on the court with Joel Embiid, they averaged 104 possessions per 48, which would be the fastest team in the NBA. With Embiid off and Ben Simmons. Flip that. When Ben Simmons and Embiid are on the court together, their pace slows down to the 10th fastest team in the league. But when Ben Simmons is playing without Joel Embiid, they're the fastest team in the NBA, 104 possessions per 48.
Do we really think they need to play fast to beat the Miami Heat with Joel Embiid? Why?
Well, it's not that they need to play fast, but that's just the style they're playing right now. But how much of that is before Bellinelli and Ilyasova got added to the squad? Because having them spreads the floor out, which allows them to run way more. Ben Simmons can go coast to coast, literally, with no one getting in his way because he's got 4 shooters or 3. And hell, Embiid can park in the corner too and shoot. It still keeps the floor open.
Yeah, you saw that one fast break where Goran Dragic had a decision to make between Simmons and I think it was Redick on the right side, and he gave like a fake step towards Simmons, and then he just ran to the corner, and Simmons had an easy layup. No one stopped him. And that's the decision you make every time.
Every time.
Yeah, but I think the question of whether faster or slower is better is personnel dependent. Like, it's not like you can't be a really good, slower mid team.
Well,
that's your personnel dictates. Like, I don't want to hear that the Sixers are worse against the Miami freaking Heat matchup-wise with their best player back. That's
because you get Whiteside on the court too, right? And the Sixers want Whiteside on the court.
Exactly. You want Whiteside on the court.
Yeah. He's so bad.
With Embiid and Ben Simmons together, guys, their offensive rating is 125 points per 100 possessions. Okay. They can't be guarded. They're almost impossible to guard. And if you're inviting Hassan Whiteside onto the court, that's one less high-powered athlete on the floor for Eric Spoelstra. I don't think that that actually makes them better off, is having Embiid out there.
If Spo wants to get frisky and he's like, yo, I'm just going to play Olynyk at center and I'm going to run and beat off the floor. I want to see Olynyk try to guard fucking Joel Embiid. I want to see that.
I don't, because I'm afraid he's going to hurt him.
Dude, man. I'm tired of that dude. Like, I'm tired of him. I can't stand that guy.
Olynyk?
Yeah, no, I'm
the Olynyk.
You're not a big fan?
I thought I hate such a strong. You know what? No, I hated dude in Boston when he was with the Celtics, and then just seeing him now, and the fact every time he hits a shot, it just makes me mad. Like, he's not the guy that's supposed to be killing me with threes and step backs.
Let me ask a question, Drew. Is it the beard, or we'll call it a beard, whatever that facial hair is, or is it the ponytail? What's the part? Yeah,
hands down ponytail. It's hands down ponytail. Hands down ponytail. Hands down. A guy with a ponytail is not supposed to be giving me buckets. I'm sorry.
Ricky Rubio says, "What's up?"
That's more fun. It's not a ponytail.
So what do you guys think about his tweet, or at least his story last night? Embiid, right after the game, he said, fucking tired of being babied, and just posted that for the world to see.
Millennial, you tired of being babied, but you act like a baby.
Waz, is this your rant?
Is this the rant?
Oh, no, this isn't the rant.
Drum roll!
Oh, okay.
No, it's not about a white
I got
person.
messaging for the rant, so just let me know when that happens.
Yeah.
All right. He's got to do his thing, right? I mean, he's tired of being babied. I would be too, Get my ass out in the floor.
He doesn't have Brett Brown's number?
I mean,
Brett Brown don't listen to him. I mean, he don't listen to Brett Brown.
You know what, Jade?
Here's the deal.
Jade?
The process sometimes got to deal with the process. Oh, wait. Okay, then. Go ahead.
This is the rant, Jade. I hate, and I ranted about this on my Instagram story a few months back. I hate talking Instagram stories where they write the words with a black screen and in red letters. People be so fake. It's just like, yo, fam, pick up the phone, call or text whoever you're subliminally talking shit about on your IG message. Or like, oh, I see y'all be watching my stories but don't follow. Like, pick up the phone or DM or whatever so that the rest of us can get on to looking at beautiful women in their swimming suits, okay? Like, get out of here.
Yeah.
Oh, that rant was brought to you by friend of the pod, Caleb Landmesser, a guy who likes rants and also likes supporting them. If you want a rant and need a sponsor, look no further than Caleb. Thank you.
How much
of these? Yo, I hate those things, bro.
Hit me on the DM.
PC.
Hit me on the DM. I got the Venmo set up. Count the dings, and yeah, we are available.
Hey, Jade.
What?
Jade, where's that money going?
It's going to the bank, my man.
Okay.
Just as long as I get a commission on that, because that was my rent.
I'm not see my secret account.
Oh boy.
We're back.
Yo,
honestly,
I got so many people inquiring about this feature. It's a cool one. Hey, if you want to sponsor the whole show, if you want your name for the whole show, hit me up.
Hey, shout out to Caleb too. Caleb sent me some wine. I think he works at a winery. He sent me some wine. Not too recently.
Whoa, Caleb.
Good.
Whoa,
Good.
Caleb.
Whoa.
Good.
Whoa. I did not get this wine.
I don't know if I was supposed to share that, but it was good.
Dang. Man, Caleb.
Y'all here with the perks, Caleb.
Allegedly.
I mean,
allegedly.
How much of it is it true, or is it a smokescreen, the Embiid thing, right? Is it like, I want to get out there?
Speaking of wine, Joel Embiid on his IG.
Oh, bang, Tom.
Yeah, Jay, that better be a dig. So here's the thing. Like, obviously Embiid, now with his IG, he wants to get it out there that he wants to be out there. He wants to play. He suffered an orbital fracture 3 weeks ago.
Tom, we have breaking news.
Oh, shit.
Regarding Joel Embiid.
Oh, shit.
Jess Camarado says Joel Embiid has not been cleared to play, but his status for Game 3 His status for Game 3 has not been determined. Next status update tomorrow.
His IG fingers are good though.
He's not playing.
The breaking news is no news?
The breaking news is we have no news, but we'll get news tomorrow.
That's what I mean. A lot of it's like to kind of push back against this guy's soft.
Jade, you got to preheat the oven for this series.
Zach, you didn't hear me earlier?
I didn't hear you.
He's not playing.
You don't think he's playing Game 3?
No,
I don't think he's playing.
I said that earlier. He's not playing Game 3. He might play Game 4, but he's not playing Game 3.
He doesn't look. If you look at him, he doesn't look like he should be playing either. Like when he turns to the side, whatever side,
he can't even see.
Nah, he can't see, and his face looks flat. Like it really does look flat.
His face looks flat.
It looks like a cartoon, like a cartoon got hit with a frying pan. Like
you can tell that it's not like he's not healed. It's either he's not healed or the swelling is crazy.
It's at the same. He at the same point as how I felt about even though Donovan Mitchell was actually okay, but when you grimace or you're like trying to, I get it. You want to like, you don't want to be letting your team down and all that other shit. But if you hurt and you really hurt, sit your ass down, dog. Like people don't understand. Like I was so nervous for Donovan Mitchell. Like I felt like Quinn Snyder was like, yo, you just gave in. You was being a cool stepdad like Fred Hoiberg at that point. Like because he's like,
which is not Quinn's style at all. That was the confusing thing is Quinn is not that way.
Yeah, but it's kind of like, yo, I know Quinn is not that desperate to win, like losing your player for the rest of the round, because I've hurt my pinky before, but he, if it ain't that crazy, then hey, because we watched him limp like a couple plays and then all of a sudden he started running again, which it probably went numb and didn't matter. But after taking his shoe off, who knows what that's like.
I've got one more question about this series. Okay. What did we think of the Goran Dragic running up the score?
Glad you brought this up. No one cares. No one cares.
Billy cares.
Not cool, bro. Not cool, bro.
You got to defend, Jerv.
Let that be Ricky Davis or somebody that did crap
don't
like that. We'd be all over that shit. We'd be all over Ricky Davis.
I said JJ went to go pod right after that.
It's cool. They'll be ready. Listen, they'll be ready.
Did y'all see how mad JJ was?
Furious.
I didn't see it.
Oh my God.
He was heated.
He turned red, dude. And like that's the funny thing about. I wish black people would turn like a color when they got mad. Yo, because then that'd be like a fair warning. Like, watch out, he's turning something. I don't know, but he's turning something. But when white people mad, he turned red. This dude turned like hot water red immediately. I know he said some profane stuff right after that. He was pissed.
He should be.
Did Dragic have to get 20 or something? Did he know he had 20? Like, I don't understand that layup.
Well, there was something. I think the Heat were pissed. Well, not pissed. Pissed is probably a rough estimate. But, like, I think the Heat were annoyed that they fouled with 8 seconds left. Or whatever that was. And they were like, come on, just dribble it. And so I think it was kind of like a middle finger to that. Which I'm here for. I don't believe you can run up the score in pro sports.
Take it out on the court. If you're upset about it, take it out on the court. Don't let them get up 10 points with 13 seconds left, and so that you can be all sensitive when they make the layup. Like,
plus, it's better whenever people like your homies who hadn't watched the game. You remember after your high school game, people were like, "Oh, you played today? How much did y'all win by? Oh, we won by 10. That sounds better than 7 or 6." You know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like you wanted like a comfortable lead or whatever. Like, yo. Yeah, we won by 10. I dropped like 17 on the bum ass. It was dope.
Yeah, you look
and
at
if Robert Covington
score, you look at the final score, and it's like, oh, the Heat won by 10. Like that's a comfortable win.
Right, exactly. Yeah. That's it. That's all that is.
Why can Robert Covington hit a 3-pointer with 7 seconds left, but Dragic can't make a layup when they don't play defense?
He stinks.
It's
that's
that
why.
jerk.
Dang, you.
Because Covington's. Like
I seen Rocco death threats yesterday. That's how wild that shit was.
It's like my thing with him is like I'm actually a fan. Like I liked him. I liked him when he first got to the team. I actually
Jerv, you be fair. Jerv, you be fair weather though with them cats.
Nah, bro. It ain't fair weather. I've been with this squad since 1980, bro. Listen, I got the right to call you out. This is family shit. It's family shit, that boy play with you. If you stink, you stink. If you gonna come out there and and shoot the bed and after you just had the game of your life, and then you can come out. No one's saying that you got to hit all the shots.
Get a bad game.
Play some defense.
But play defense, though. All your offense has nothing to do with your defense. Why can't you make a regular pass? They got momentum, and he's throwing the ball damn near at fucking his ankles. And then, come on, man.
Get him, Jerv.
Cool. That was bad.
Cool.
Here's my problem with Rocco. Rocco's just he's not he's an okay shooter, but he's crazy streaky.
Yep.
These are his percentages by month from three. October 46%, November 39%, December 35%, January 34%, February 29%, March 40%, April 31%. There's just no consistency there.
Look, man, he's a foundational piece of the process.
He's good, but
genius find by Sam Hinkie. Don't smirch the name of Rocco.
Shout out to Sam.
I think Angie Treasure last night tweeted something like, "I don't think off-balance 3-pointers from Bellinelli is what Sam Hinkie died for," which that killed me.
But you gotta live with that stuff, though. Yeah. You gotta live with it.
Yeah.
You can't celebrate it when he makes the one out of bounds and then be upset with it or whatever.
Right.
He takes too many.
Also, shooters shoot.
Shooters do shoot.
Shooters are going to shoot. And oh my God, never mind. I was sorry.
No, do it, Jerv. Right here.
Go ahead.
Why can't JJ Redick get a shot off all of a sudden?
Yeah, that was
when
weird.
When he got the momentum, all of a sudden he can't fucking shoot.
Pump fake city.
His shorts are too big.
Oh my God, yo! He just all of a sudden he couldn't shoot. This dude was money. I don't even mind Bellinelli. Whatever, man. It's cool. Game 3, they'll be all right. It's game 3. We'll adjust.
That's
right.
That's going 7, right? This got 7 games written all over it.
I don't think so.
6. Nah, I said Philly in 6, man.
Yeah, I said Philly in 6 too.
I'm happy for the Heat for getting 7? The win.
I meant 6.
Did I say 6? I mean 5.
I'm counting out vintage Wade here. Wade's done. He's done this playoffs and tapped. Next season.
Yeah, he's tapped.
God bless Gab Union. Whew.
Jeez.
She knows what she's doing.
She took it to another level. Wow.
Anyway, guys.
Go ahead.
Take it away, Jade.
Are you done, Zach? I think Zach had one more thing to add.
No, I'm good.
I was looking at tickets on SeatGeek for Game 3.
Miami? You going down to Miami?
I'm thinking about it. Section 325, row 21, $104 each.
That's pretty
for the real fans.
That's not bad.
Listen, it's all I can afford.
It would have been 10 times that much at the Garden.
It's all I can afford. I mean, I'm looking at other deals.
You should look into flying into New Orleans. I bet their playoff tickets are cheap as fuck.
Right now, the best deal. I got an 8.8 and Section 309, row 8 for $1.19. So if you're
Jade,
down there,
what you could do is you could set that at like $98, right? Mm-hmm. And they'll let you know if it gets down to 98. They'll hit you up with an alert.
Because I have the SeatGeek app on my phone. It is the easiest way I've found to shop for tickets. I could be anywhere. And with a few taps, can instantly find seats. I actually just used SeatGeek to look at the Miami Heat 76ers Game 3 tickets. Saves you time and money by searching multiple ticket sites to compare prices. Gives you the most bang for your buck by grading every ticket based on value. Like I said, it was an 8.8 there, the best deal. Every purchase fully guaranteed. Go to your app store. Use the promo code B2B for $20 off your first SeatGeek purchase, people. Also, head over to draft.com. Doing one right now. Trey, what's the timeline?
At Play Black Trey.
At Play, or you can hit me up, Ramus Manners, if you want to do a draft baseball. I see you doing a lot of baseball, Zach.
I love this baseball stuff. It's great. I got you. I'm excited
Jade, I
for
won $55 last night.
Ooh.
Oh, damn.
So you were what?
Jade,
how many games did you play last night? 5, 6?
I went 5-0. I went 5-0.
Nice,
Woo!
dude.
Last night.
You know what? I'm gonna give you control of my account.
I feel like Ace Ronstein, man.
If you do, that's at Play
Jade.
Draft on Twitter, draft.com. What's up, Zach?
I'm really excited about the Valero Texas Open golf tournament this weekend. I already got my lineup.
Okay. Oh yeah, I see.
God,
this.
I'm telling you, play draft golf is a lot of fun.
That is why Draft is our favorite fantasy site. No more getting crushed by the pros, and it's not just me. More than 1 million people have already downloaded Draft 2. Real live NBA drafts, golf drafts, baseball drafts. They're very easy. 5 minutes is all it takes. $1 you can play for. Insert the promo code B2B. Like I said, I always say this. So you got 5 minutes. You're just killing time, waiting for the kids to get dressed or at a doctor's office. Hit a draft up, and you don't have to worry about your own thoughts permeating your system. B2B for that, and then listeners get up to $100 money back guarantee. That's Draft in your app store.
Yo, Jay, this is Rich Guns again. I just called about Kawhi Leonard and his whole situation. I go on Twitter and I see a clip where Greg Popovich is just praising LaMarcus Aldridge. Just praising. LaMarcus Aldridge is a bum. And because he's out there playing bum minutes, doing bum work out there on the court, fucking Greg Popovich want to say he's a great player and he pushes through adversity and through pain and all this other stuff. Like, it's unbelievable. How quick things can change is ridiculous. I just can't do it anymore. It's just also Sixers in 5. Forget what happened last night. Dwayne Wade's old. He might not make it to the next game. But still, Greg Popovich, I'm so disappointed. I love that man. I used to love that man. How things change.
Breaking news, NBA G League announces players' salaries for the 2019 season is being increased from $28,000 a year to $35,000 a year.
So
That's good.
It's for 5 months, right? 5 months
That ain't good.
I mean, it's something.
That ain't
it's
fucking good.
an upgrade.
It's something, but they deserve more.
Yeah.
There's
I'm
sorry.
there's
There's
so much
2K
more.
salaries.
I'm not clapping for that. No, I'm cool. They deserve more.
Yeah, those
A record 50 NBA G League players earned a record 60 call-ups to the NBA this season, generating earnings of more than $11 million or approximately $225,000 per player. So I guess they get some bonuses tacked on top of that, but still, how is any pro athlete making just $35,000?
Well, all right.
It's a grind, man.
I'm not defending it. But they do get free room and board. No.
That matters.
He's not defending it. He's not defending it.
Yeah, I'm not defending it. I'm saying like
Not defending
part
it.
of
Just like him on the court.
I mean, it's like teaching at a prep school.
Not a defense to be
you know?
had, Tom. But no, they do get free room and board. So that take like if you're not paying rent every month, that's something. At the same time, and it is for 5 months of work, as opposed to 35 over a year. So you can still find work at other parts of the year. But it's still like, man, there's so much money being generated in the NBA.
Listen, they making less than an In-N-Out burger manager right now, dog. I'm cool. And
I mean,
that's
prorated is almost 100 G's a year. It's just that it's not prorated.
So why did you say that?
I'm assuming they get insurance.
Man, that shit bullshit. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm speaking for them. They deserve more. It ain't. They get the same.
Trey, I'm not saying they don't deserve more. I'm saying that it's not like, oh, that guy makes $35,000 for the whole year, and he's got to pay rent. And like there are benefits outside of just seeing that number. At the same time, they deserve more. I agree.
Yeah.
All right. So speaking of defense, Kawhi Leonard, former Defensive Player of the Year, needs to be playing defense against the shots fired by Greg Popovich.
Brutal.
In the press
He
conference
need a
last
vest.
night.
Brutal.
He need an armored car.
What is he doing?
In the press conference last night, ladies and gentlemen.
Did anyone catch the Wired segment too, where Pop was hitting him about adversity?
No.
No, I felt that was a
At
subtle
the
shot
podium?
too. No, in the Wired segment where he's in the huddle, and they play the.
Oh, you think it was that deep?
Pops, he's crafty.
What did he say, Jade?
About adversity? Did you catch that one? It's just called adversity, guys. No problem. You could do it. Something to that effect.
Don't whine about it, guys.
Yeah, that would have been funny.
So after the game, after he threw a Gatorade bottle off the stage and brought it back, he said, quote, he doesn't complain about LaMarcus Aldridge. He says, he doesn't complain about a darn thing. He plays through everything. I can't imagine being more proud of a player as far as playing through adversity and being there for his teammates night after night after night. Guys, how much longer can this go on before we say Kawhi's out of there?
He's gone.
He's gone. He's gone. That's
gone.
that to me. That's the death knell right there.
Yeah,
I'm not buying it.
I was at this point where I was like,
You're not buying it?
It's no way. It's such a bad blood.
Because he could still get paid $219 million for 5 years. I get it. They could trade him and he could still get that money. But I'm saying, like, I don't think he's passing up 219.
I think they offer him that money and then they trade him.
I like that idea, Zach, in the sense that if this is a guy who was crying about his Jordan deal, then the money obviously means something to him. So it's like you can't be like, yo, Jordan is lowballing me, and they get $219 million put in front of you, and they're just like, all you got to do is sign your name right there. Yeah, that seems like that would be hard for him to pass up. But like at the same time, he's got to be a man, Zach. He can't just let Pop sully his name.
You give me 219. You give me 219. I'll be a man.
Oh.
Can we get Sherwood Strauss on here, Jade? Can we get him on here?
I could ask. Well, why don't you text him? I asked him yesterday.
Because here's Ethan's favorite talking point is that we always look too far into this stuff. Is that we read between the lines way too much. But here's my thing. Greg Popovich knows what he's doing.
That's what he's doing.
Even if he's not purposely making this about Kawhi, you can't say that. The whole playing through adversity and being there for his teammates night after night after night without it being perceived as a shot.
This isn't Jeff. This isn't Stan Van Gundy who's giving you shit, like giving you copy every single freaking press conference. He's just flowing with content. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is Popovich. Like, we know what he's doing. He don't even like talking to the media. And then he goes about like all of this effusive, and it's it's not like LaMarcus didn't play well last night, or that he hasn't actually carried them the entire season. Like, he's been phenomenal all season for them. So it's not like he's lying, but shit.
Where'd that get him?
Relax, Zach.
Sweet.
Relax.
Sweet.
Are you still mad about that one fantasy loss?
There's more to it than that, but yeah, that's recent.
One fantasy loss. Maybe Ethan's right though. Maybe we are looking too deep into it, and we're speaking up for Kawhi without Kawhi even responding to anything. I just think it's impressive that his camp has not uttered a word.
It's crazy. They've mismanaged this so much.
It's so because they're letting everybody else create the narrative for them, and I'm like, wow, I'm impressed. Like, no one's seen him in New York as he goes to the doctor. No one's seen him in San Antonio at a Wingstop. Like, where's Kawhi right now? Like, is Kawhi even a real person? Is this Westworld? Like,
right? Is he ordering lemon pepper or is he not? I need to know.
Like, I have no idea if we created this narrative. Like, we're just kind of making a crazy assumption.
I'm waiting for the Lee Jenkins piece to drop. I'm just waiting for it.
Yeah, at this point, I just want to sit it out. I have nothing to say on Kawhi until his official camp reports something. It's a lot of money laid on the table for him. Jordan Brand has just recently reached out to your alma mater, Zach. Yeah. And you guys are officially Jordan Brand now, which Kawhi also went there. And I don't know if that's Jordan. I don't know if that's kind of like a swoon of like, look what we just did for you. You know, sign with us. We just took care of your alma mater. You know what I mean? So, again, I'm gonna just chill and let it create its own. And by July, we'll see if he's in a Clipper uniform or a Boston Celtics uniform or back in black and silver.
That was the funniest little report, though, is that, hey, the Clippers are prepared an offer if Kawhi Leonard becomes available and trades. Like, with what? What are they going to trade?
Yeah.
Like, here, have Tobias Harris.
Austin Rivers.
Oh, get out.
Had a bounce back season, Zach.
They're never going to give up Austin Rivers. He's untradeable like Terry Rozier.
Yo, fucking man, yo.
No. I don't want to get you in trouble.
Look, we were supposed to have Austin Rivers on the show. I'm drawing a blank about who's calling in. Oh, we got Jarvis Landry, who's an excellent football player. He just signed a nice, healthy deal. Shouts to him. We're gonna have him on the score today. Uninterrupted score. Don't sue me.
Waz, could you be any more proud of a player for facing adversity and showing up day after day to your podcast than Jarvis Landry?
No, I couldn't. I mean, Jarvis Landry's a gamer. That's a guy that has no quit in him. That he's got a lot of dog in him, that guy. So
he's there for his team.
He's there for his team. First one in, last one out.
Yep.
You got high maintenance guys, you got low maintenance guys. Jarvis Landry is a no maintenance guy. I couldn't say enough about the guy. Brings his lunch pail, his hard hat every day.
And what do you think about Austin Rivers and his camp and his group?
Look, Austin Rivers, he's got a pregnant fiance. Extenuating circumstances dictate that like he's finally on vacation from work. His pregnant women can't travel at a certain point in their pregnancy, so he wants to get in a nice vacation with the future mother of his child. He came up big too. I'm not gonna denigrate the work of Austin Rivers. First NBA player to sign up to want to even be on the score. Officially, as far as an interview is concerned, we had LeBron on last week. He did some exclusive content, but we're not going to count that. We're talking about an official interview. So you can't say enough about Austin Rivers and his ability to want to be on the score.
Well, you got to get that LeBron retweet on those links. You get that. This thing's picked up for a year.
OVA.
It's coming. Don't worry.
So, do we have anything that we want to talk about the actual game between Spurs and Warriors? Like,
not really. What's to say? Like
Andre Iguodala.
Playoff Iggy.
Playoff Iggy being a troll, making threes, doing it all over the place.
That dunk, man.
Yeah, he came close.
He tried. He went for it.
He stared a hole into Ginobili after that lob.
He stared another bald spot into Ginobili's head.
Yeah, Clay was amazing.
Oh, Clay lit it up.
Oh, dude, that shot so where he takes a three from the left wing. He takes a three from the left wing, and Steph gets up on the bench and turns his back and starts celebrating before it goes in. That was great. That's peak Warriors celebration right there.
Is it dumb to say that they just look so in shape and athletic and like more so
they're professional athletes?
No, I know. That's why it seems it's hard to determine between professional teams, but they're just the Warriors. They're trim, like they're lean, strong players, right? I don't know. I was looking at the 76ers. I was like, a couple of these guys could be a little bit stronger and or less weight. You know what I mean? No, Saric doesn't even look a little clunky to you?
Different programs, They do what they do.
Danny Green, 25 minutes, 0 for 3 from downtown.
he might be stealing money.
No, I drove that train, dude. All right.
It's hard because the Spurs don't have any two-way guys. They don't have a Kawhi Leonard out there. It's just LaMarcus Aldridge, throw the ball in the post and watch him work. Not much else.
Who's their best two-way guy right now? Is it DeJounte or is it Rudy Gay?
The fact that you're asking,
the fact that you even need. Watching Rudy Gay last night, I'm like, man, could you imagine if he spent his whole career in San Antonio? What we would think about Rudy Gay?
Yeah,
I have nothing bad to say about Rudy.
He can play. Gay. It's just like he didn't. This is the problem I have with a lot of this stuff is We see a guy at 18 or 19 and we're like, yo, that guy could be the next whoever. And then that sets the expectation for us on what that player needs to be in order to fulfill their potential. And then if they don't get to that, it's how did that guy not become that good? He must not want it enough, rather than, oh, we don't know what the hell we're talking about when we project players.
You know, Zach, I don't do the next thing. I hate the next.
No, I know you don't do it. You're very against that.
I hate it ever since Harold Miner came in as Baby Jordan.
Oh my God.
That killed it for me because I had so many high expectations for Harold Miner. Like that I was just
sucked. It wasn't just that like, oh, he didn't live up. Like he wasn't a good NBA player. He could just dunk. Right?
And he stuck his tongue out like Mike. And I'm like, bro, that's terrible. Then, you know what I mean? Like the comparisons just start getting wilder and wilder. You know what I mean? Like KD and Brandon Ingram. And like, it's just like, all right, dude, just can somebody be whoever they, you know what I mean? They're them. And that's it. Yeah. That's what they do best.
My thing about Rudy Gay, though, is like what Zach said. It's not like I was comparing him to the next Grant Hill or the next whatever. But when I first watched him, you guys like, yo, this guy can do everything and he makes it look very easy.
Yeah.
You know, he could shoot it. He had touch. He had hops. He had a little handle. He was long as hell.
He just didn't pan out in the league as how you wanted him.
Right, but we kill him for that instead of us going, maybe we miscalculated.
Maybe it was just bad talent evaluators.
Right, exactly. Maybe us as non-professional talent evaluators should try to get better at that.
Well, I guess that goes on the same thing of my tweet last night about Justice Winslow. When I was like, dang, I had so much high hopes for Justice Winslow. And the guys are like, he's in year 3. And I'm like, I think this pretty much, I was like, either he's going to get better in year 4 or he's going to really suck at 26. Like, I don't know. Like, you know, like the window's there. I mean, I don't know. Like, you know, you see guys, especially college level, NBA level, so different. And to piggyback off what you said is that Rudy Gay wasn't trash in Memphis.
No,
but the fact that other small forwards were just doing better fits and doing a little bit more for their teams, and every time he got compared to guys, it was like, damn.
But the other thing
crazy about the Memphis situation, Trey, is that when they traded him, it was seen as some like, all right, future move, tank. We're gonna tank and worry about the future, and they just got way fucking better after trading him.
Well, that's every team that he went to. That's every team that he went to, pretty much. I mean, Toronto, they end up taking off after they move him, and then Sacramento. Well, no, Sacramento's
no, but that's an outlier.
Sorry.
No, but here's the thing too with that is that
I'm still waiting on Sacramento to become Sacramento again.
Well, here's the thing, Trey, is I think they have become Sacramento. It's just not what we hoped that Sacramento would be.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you know, the Weber, Bibby, that was, you know.
Deja.
The page, you know, that was actually fun times to actually. I never got a chance to be in SAC during that time. You know, I got to visit SAC after that, but still.
I mean, it was, you know, Sacramento was still Sacramento as a city, but that was a crazy time to go to games.
Yeah, I believe it.
There was not a better arena.
Were they doing cowbell still doing there?
They did, so they did it a little bit until Phil Jackson made that comment, and then they did it.
Okay, and then they picked it up. Yeah,
there would be like one or two people doing it just to make noise, and then Phil Jackson called it out. Oh, it was hilarious. It's hilarious. But getting back to Rudy Gay, you know what the other problem with this was? Is that off that rookie deal, he got the max extension, right? And I don't think a lot of he got it, but it was like granted, it's still a max and it's all relative to what the cap was, but everyone gets it. Like every pretty solid player to great player gets the max extension off that rookie deal. And so it's the fact that it's
especially if you're a small market like Memphis.
Exactly. Yeah. You got to overpay for that. Yeah. And so the fact that we call it a max makes you think like, oh, that means he's a great player. No, it just means he's getting paid the max.
I was ranting about that for years, Zach.
It's the fact, like, it's the nomenclature of it all.
We were calling guys that got the max at 11 years basically the same as the guy that got the max off his rookie extension. And I'm like,
that's not the same
thing. They both technically max, but not all maxes are created equally.
Exactly.
I don't know why we treat everybody the same.
I'm not trying to defend Rudy Gay to the point of like, oh, he should have been better. Yeah, he probably should have been better. He looks like he's got a crazy amount of talent, but there are so many things that have gone into just like screwing up.
Zach, how you sound like you at my barbershop right now. Rudy Gay is a barbershop legend. Just
he is. Oh, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Rudy Gay has never made it to camp.
In Connecticut,
basically
is.
like Dominique Wilkins.
Trey, bring up Rudy Gay next time you're at Kev Shop.
They might throw a fucking clipper at me. Kev might escort me out of there.
Who's more of a legend in the barbershop? Isaiah Thomas, Pistons Isaiah Thomas, or Rudy Gay?
Kyrie Irving. He is the greatest in the history of the barbershop.
I said, can I go sit in your barbershop?
Yeah.
I'm saying a bunch of bullshit.
Why? We're going to get to this another rankings of top selling jerseys in a second. But first, Jade.
Yo, Tom, I just want to shout out some of our lovely Patreon citizens over at patreon.com/Count the Dings. Jason Patel, Chris Leslie, Bryna Kramer, simply Brian, thank you, Aaron Falk, Richard Diaz, Carl Gassman, brings the gas every time, Gail Morse, Basil Ali, a friend of the show, Michael Deniszewski, Brendan Pesco, Sean Broadus, what's up, Sean, Matt Malapil, Darlin Johnson, Scott Mizuno, Elliot Feldman, Anthony Onas, Will Harris, Dylan Nobita, Jacob Dutton. What's up, Jacob? James Moresco, Nadeem Bhatti.
Yo, that's our guy, Jake One.
Oh, really?
Oh, just Jake.
Duddy, yeah.
Nice.
You don't remember that, Jay?
Nice. Thank you, Jake One. Joe Jackson, Trish Dion Jefferson, Gary Dinsa, Colby Burns, Elmer Hoyos, no relation to me, Zach Gallagher, no relation to Zach, Alex Shanelek, Sakif Salman, Motez Musa, friend of the show, Lauren Waterhouse, what's up, Lauren, and Paul Michael Liao. Again, that is patreon.com/Count the Dings for exclusive content such as Snark Hoops coming out later today, the Monday Overflow, and much promised content on the way. Tom?
Hey, it's me. I was just trying to do my best Jade impression coming from a transition.
Oh my
anyway,
hold on real quick. The Overflow notes for Black to Black.
Or what?
This week in, I'm not going to say the rest of that.
This week in this N-word here? Yes, that's the new segment.
Okay.
That's a great segment.
Oh,
just say TNH.
Okay, TNH. Say that. I also like the idea of last thing you had to explain to a white person. I'm into that. It just means last thing they explained to Jade.
I need someone to explain the whole Cardi B thing to me. Thank you in advance. So, top selling jerseys just came out from the league office. Number 1, Steph Curry. 2, LeBron. KD, Giannis, Kyrie, Russell Westbrook, Porzingis, Embiid, Harden, Ben Simmons, Kawhi, Lonzo Ball, Damian Lillard, Klay Thompson, and last of the top 15 is Jimmy Butler. Guys, what do we have to do to get new Rockets jerseys? The fact that James Harden is 9th says to me one thing. Those are hideous. They need an update.
I like that. I like those black jerseys they have.
I like the black joint too. The white and the red are just tired, old, boring, but I like the black one.
How is it possible that James Harden, who's going to be the MVP and the cover of GQ, has not even a top 8 jersey in the NBA? Is it just about the Rockets look, or is it also something about Harden?
I think it's something about Harden too. What do we even know about that dude? Besides that he hangs out and shit, right? Like, I don't, like, you barely hear the guy's voice ever. I don't know. It's just something about Harden. He's kind of anonymous, man. I don't know. As popular as he is, and I think a lot of it has to do, he looks super distinct, but I don't think he's like omnipresent like a guy like Kyrie Irving, for instance, who, obviously he's better than Kyrie, but it's just like Kyrie is just out there in a way that James Harden isn't for whatever reason.
Yeah, I want to know who's the guy that you're most surprised isn't on that list. I know John Wall thinks he should be on that list.
Oh God,
that's another problem with the jersey. Their jerseys aren't that good.
Right. Steph Curry still number 1 in America's hearts.
Nobody's missing from the list.
I'd like to see the numbers. Can you see the numbers anywhere? Or
well, Anthony Davis isn't on that list, right?
Oh, yeah.
Anthony Davis, though. I mean,
he's a big star.
He's a big.
Kyrie's number 5, huh? Wow.
Yeah, those Boston jerseys, man. That team switch.
Kristaps.
Giannis going strong. That's an impressive number for Giannis.
Yeah,
he hasn't switched teams. He plays in Siberia. That's crazy. He could be number 4.
The fact that Giannis is at number 4, but Giannis is on that list, but the brow isn't even on it. Period. That's amazing.
How many of those Kawhi jerseys were personalized Lakers jerseys after this news broke?
But the thing is, though, Tom, Giannis has a very shareable game as far as the little Twitter highlights and shit like that. AD is like, I don't know.
How many times have we seen like him skying through the air and dunking an alley-oop that like nobody has any business dunking? Yes.
I feel like he's doing a lot more one-on-one work ever since Boogie went down. So I don't think he has
There was one the other day with Rondo, like an alley-oop off the backboard. Or was it backboard or he just lobbed it?
No, he went backboard on one.
Maybe and Rondo jumped in the air like he was watching it. You know when someone is talking to you and they like mimic the words that they're saying, that you're saying with their mouth? Like, this is what Rondo did. He threw it up off the backboard, and then just to try to give like AD an extra boost, he jumped in the air. Like, it was really weird.
Wait, Tom, what are you talking about? People mimicking the words you say?
So when you watch this, when you're watching someone read lines, the other person in the show or the act, like their lips will move with the lyrics or the line, the script that the other person's supposed to say, because they know they're anticipating it. So Rondo, by throwing it in the air, he was trying to like mimic, like, yo, you got to jump.
I thought you were just meaning in like regular conversation. Like if someone was mimicking the words I was saying in a conversation, that would freak me out.
It's happening. Westworld on Sunday. Anyway.
You know who else is a little bit surprising just because of the team change halfway through, and he's a relatively big star, as I would say Blake Griffin not being in the top 15. Because I think his jersey is always sold well. I know it like
that
jigs
dude's
up a
star.
little bit. Yeah, he's a star, right?
I didn't get it though. I didn't get it till like I actually finally met that dude. That dude is a real star. Like whenever he goes, you would think because it's overshadowed by the Lakers sometimes. But he really has like worldly fans. Like people are like, oh my God, Blake. They were sneaking pictures in Portland. I couldn't believe that shit.
Yeah, because like Blake Griffin, he's got all those commercials.
I forgot though.
Yeah, he's a celebrity.
Two names. Paul George, Chris Paul.
Oh, he's all
doesn't surprise me. They're higher. New jerseys. Is it the fact that we don't know if we're going to buy an OKC jersey?
They jerseys just don't bang.
Yeah,
they don't bang. They're not that dope. Little kids love that blue and yellow, man. I don't care. I see that jersey everywhere. I don't care if it's Sean Livingston. Somebody go wear that Warriors jersey, dog.
Someone's got a Pat McCall jersey on right now.
Hey, that's the funny thing about it. Imagine it being your birthday and your mom like, Steph jersey sold out, so I had to get you a JaVale McGee.
Nah, I wouldn't talk to my mom for a week. I wouldn't talk to my mom for like.
That's crazy, but. That's crazy.
It said Wade, Rose, and Isaiah Thomas all dropped out of the top 15. Replaced by Embiid, Simmons, and Ball.
I love this 76ers jersey. They're so clean.
That's a great jersey. I'm going to get Waz a Sarge one.
Top teams were Warriors, Cavaliers, 76ers, Lakers, Celtics, Bucks, Thunder, Knicks, Bulls, and coming in at 10, the Houston Rockets.
Yeah, that's a good question. What is the number 2 selling Cavs jersey?
Love.
Guess?
Jeff Green?
It's got a dual purpose.
It might be Chetty. It might be Chetty.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, everyone, if you want to be a Patreon, go to patreon.com/countthedings, support the show, get exclusive access to fun little things, including the Snark Hoops show that's coming later today. Also, I would pay a Patreon for David Blatt against the New York media. Guys, who's with me? If there was a Patreon of just
he ain't ready for that type of shitstorm, bro.
Oh, he's a fighter pilot. He's a fighter pilot.
He ain't ready for that.
Is he?
when
says he is.
When somebody asked that motherfucker if he was excited to meet the first black president of the United States of America, we talking about 400 years of slavery.
Oh boy, this is the rant.
Said I met presidents in Israel. I was like, all right, David Blatt, you might be time for you to get the fuck up out of here, boy. That's another rant, Jay.
Damn, you got
a twofer, Caleb.
David Blatt is on the list of coaches that the New York Knicks are going to interview. And if I've ever seen a battle of heavyweights before, it's David Blatt versus the New York media. They're not going to have any of that shit. If David Blatt talks slick to them, it's going to be over. They're going to roast that dude every day in the paper. Every day.
If he talks slick to them, this guy can't help himself.
Can't. Right. Can't.
He can't. He's not ready for that Frank Isola shitstorm. He is just not ready for that type of energy, boy. He couldn't handle Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? And granted, in Cleveland with LeBron, you do have to deal with the national media too. But national media cats are generally a lot more professional than the local cats in New York. Like, David Blatt don't stand a chance in the Garden.
Who do you want to see as the New York Knicks? Like, let's just put it aside, James Dolan.
I'd love to see Fizz because he's the best one on their list right now, potential candidate.
Fizdale. I mean,
Fizz.
David Fizdale.
Fizdale.
I mean, a lot of people want that, but I really don't want that for Fizdale. He's the best available. He's the best available, but I personally don't want him there. Bring Fizdale to Phoenix, man.
Put Stack in New York City.
I would love to see that shitstorm come at Stack.
Southwest Knicks? What are you talking about? That shit ain't gonna be much better. Robert Sarver is just as horrible, if not worse, than Dolan because he's cheaper.
Yeah, at least Dolan will spend. He spends on the wrong stuff, but he'll spend.
Selfishly, I want Stack here in Charlotte. That'd be fun.
I called it. I said some UNC connection, bro.
Oh yeah.
I see that happening, and one of the assistant coaches told me chill.
The Knicks are looking at Mike Woodson.
Oh, bring back Woody.
Hey, what's wrong with Woody though? Woody had a 50-win season with them though.
Well, Melo had a 50-win season.
Tyson Chandler had a 50-win season.
Yeah. J.R. Smith had a 50-win season.
Wait, who'd you say?
Melo, Tyson Chandler,
watch out. He can't lead nobody to bed. Watch out. Nah, I'm cool. Jason Kidd and them guys in that locker room. I'm cool.
Now what about Mark Jackson?
I ain't giving Melo that credit.
Well, I'm just saying it was anybody but
New Yorkers want Mark Jackson.
Yo, by the way,
Mark Jackson.
Shouts to my nephew Trey, at Trey Zingis on Twitter. For those of you who don't already follow him, you should follow him. He's great for overall content and Knicks specific content. He drafted a list of reasons, basically off the top of his head, as to why the Knicks shouldn't hire Mark Jackson.
Oh my God, number 2 is good. Wow,
this thing's a book.
My personal favorite, was that he told the team Harrison Barnes was possessed by a demon, which is why he regressed.
Prove he wasn't.
Let's get Strauss on the line.
Staged a coup of John Stockton while he was on the Jazz.
How crazy is that?
Cheated on his wife with a stripper, then getting blackmailed by the prostitute plus some other guy, while at the same time being a born-again pastor.
Wait, we shitting on Mark Jackson right now?
Hey, Trey Zingis.
Nah, I'm cool. I'm shitting on Mark Jackson. Shouts to Mark Jackson.
Oh, shouts to why?
I'm not above it. I'm not above it. I love because Mark Jackson.
You know why though, dog.
I love this one.
I know why.
Ran ISO ball all the time.
You know why I'm out.
I love.
Can we go bossa nova on this?
He's big on the barbershop circuit too, Mark Jackson.
No, it's not. I'll text it. Go ahead. Keep going.
He's the one that allegedly got the Golden State Warriors to where they at right now. By the way, I love when people talk about the Warriors going from 51 wins to 67 wins. Like, that's just natural player development.
Oh, just a little 16-win bump. Wow.
That's not how that goes.
Just a little 16-win bump. Works. That's exactly how that works.
That's not how that works.
Way harder to go from 50 wins to 60 wins than 40 to 50.
Yeah, most people don't realize how easy it is to go from 50 wins to 67 wins in the season.
It's easy to go from 16 to 32.
100%.
Yes, that's something people do.
Because it's actually hard to lose. It's hard to win only 16 games. That's difficult to do.
By the way, what's sad about this Trey Zingis thing is it's the ideal resume for the Knicks.
Right. Well, here's the thing about Mark Jackson is I think, and this will sound like a disparaging remark, but I don't mean it this way. He's an ideal stepping stone coach, right? Like you have a team that needs to get to a certain level so that the next coach can bring them to a higher level. And I think Mark Jackson is Scotty Brooks. I think Vinny Del Negro is one of those guys. There are these guys who are solid coaches who limit your potential, but will get you up into that limit, right? I think Mark Jackson's one of those guys. I just don't think he'll ever be a championship coach. Although Ty Lue did win a championship, so it's possible.
Mark Jackson, I mean, look, I'm not saying he's a trash coach. He did his thing, and he definitely set a defensive culture in Golden State.
With the help of Darren Erman, who then felt the need to record conversations.
Yeah,
right.
Like Erman was running that defense. Yeah.
You don't want to just denigrate the guy's track record because his resume is his resume. He has a nice little resume for sure, but dude, there's a reason why when teams call about this dude, Golden State, teams don't do this shit where they just completely dump on the guy who they just let go. When other teams call up about him, there's a reason for that. He was wilding. He was wilding. Maybe he's learned his lesson and now he's going to be less paranoid and, he's not going to try to perform exorcisms in the locker room. Who knows? But shit, man.
Is Phil Jackson available?
Oh, boy. I'd much rather have Mark Jackson than Phil Jackson.
No, Zach, who did you say? You said Jason Kidd.
Oh, yeah. Listen, I just want Jason Kidd to be a candidate because I just want to see the response from the Knicks fans. I don't necessarily need him to get hired.
Jason Kidd, man, he's –
I'd take Mark Jackson over Jason Kidd right now. That's for
he's
sure.
another one of those cats, man. He's a mover and maneuverer and shaker, that guy.
He maneuvered his way right out of the Buck situation, didn't he?
Listen. I mean, even getting the Buck situation was a semi-swindle, from the Brooklyn situation. J Kidd is an interesting cat.
Here's my question about Mark Jackson, because he did have obviously he had a good roster in Oakland, but what will he be coaching? Right? Kristaps going to be great. Kristaps going to be great. Frankie Smoke's going to be solid, right? Courtney Lee, I think, is still under contract if they don't trade him. So, good player. But, what does he have to coach up? And maybe that's
Joakim Noah.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah. Yo, he's going to have Joakim Noah starting at the 5, David Lee at the 4, KP at the 2. Well, they got Wilson Chandler at the 3. It's gonna be great.
Think they can sign Jermaine O'Neal away from the big 3?
Oh yeah, that's another good one.
Fourth quarter post ups there. I don't know that. I mean, I guess this is the thing with Mark Jackson is he going to have anything to coach, and maybe you just need his motivation, because I do actually think he motivates guys.
Is it a little awkward there with Jeff Van Gundy now for that job?
I mean, they don't even want Jeff, right?
Nah, Jeff. I mean, see, but see, this makes me mad. This makes me upset that Jeff Van Gundy puts it out there that not that he wants a job, but if the Knicks called him, he would more than certainly sit down and talk to them. He'd be interested to talk to them about the job. He had to put that out there. It's disrespectful that a cat like Mike Woodson could get a look before the great Jeff Van Gundy. The last time you guys were anything worth talking about was because of this dude? Unbelievable.
I think he uses it for leverage to up his ESPN deal. What about Becky Hammond? That'd be awesome.
Well, I mean, I don't know that she's ready. It's a lot of those coaches are if you're in the second row of coaches, I just don't know how ready you are to be a head coach in the league.
Wait, who are you talking about?
Becky Hammond in San Antonio.
Oh,
I think she can eventually be a coach, but just any coach who's sitting in the second row.
Level. Yeah.
the bench situation. I'm just like,
I would love for her to become a coach eventually.
That can't be real. That can't be real.
What?
Allen Iverson on
New York Liberty connection, bro. What you mean?
No, I ain't talking about that.
No, the thing I just texted from that account that Trey sent.
It's the greatest account in the world.
It's a great account.
Wait, is that a real photo of Allen Iverson?
A real photo
yes.
of Iverson.
Come on, that's not even the first one. Like what?
Yeah, that's super. That's super light.
Super light.
Man.
That's super light right there.
Super light. This is like an agreeable picture of AI. Honestly,
you must have seen that picture of him and Lou Williams on the couch.
Ooh. Or the one where he's wearing, is he wearing Gucci shoes or LV shoes? The brown joints, Trey, with the big ass jeans. Yo, AI is a legend, man.
I like how AI still goes to TGI Fridays.
Oh, still loves it. That's his spot.
Yeah. So the funny thing about it was like they were talking about the anniversary of Iverson crossing Mike.
Yeah, that was great. That was a great video.
And then they said he said Mike was still mad at him after they went to TGI Fridays. And I followed up with the quote tweet like, hey, this crazy thing is Allen still goes there. Like he still goes to the same one, like the same one in Philly. And then AO from AM1 chimes in was like, yo, I'm meeting him at 4 p.m. there. I was like, yo, nah, AI is sick, man. Bubba Chuck is wild for that. He's sick for still.
Some AI outfits for you, Tom.
League Fits is amazing though.
League Fits curated by Slam Online. Wow.
Yeah, it's money, man.
Yeah,
it's a great account.
It's a great account.
We've got 3 games tonight. No Cleveland game. Was this just payment for LeBron having 82 games, playing all 82? Is that he plays one game on Saturday? Did he play Saturday or Sunday?
I could care less, man.
Played Sunday. They gave the same
day game on Sunday, and then they gave that
treatment to both stars, to both of the biggest stars in the league. They did that to LeBron, and they did that to Joe Ingles.
Oh. Joe Ingles. Yeah, I mean, good for LeBron. I mean, I don't know that he needs all that rest. It's just play some goddamn defense, 1. And 2, those, the likes of Jordan Clarkson gotta make wide open shots. It's kind of that simple.
3 games. We got Toronto being favored by 6.5 points against the Wizards. Boston favored 2.5 points against the Bucks, against Zach's Bucks, and the Pelicans are not being favored despite taking game 1. Portland is favored 6.5 points to the Pelicans.
That's a lot.
Which one do you like, guys?
I like the Pelicans plus 6.5. I think it's gonna be a close game.
Yeah, I'm with you, man. Wow, they give it 6.5.
Wait, what's the Cleveland spread?
I don't have that right here, but because they're playing Wednesday. I was talking about the games tonight.
Oh,
Cleveland is mine.
According to Allen Iverson outfits.
According
the specific one that I'm looking for, I can't find.
According to ESPN, Cleveland is favored by 8 on Wednesday.
Wow. Give me the
8 American points.
Yeah, right. Yo, they'll probably lose Wednesday, real talk, just outright.
I'm kind of hoping, like, I don't have anything against Cleveland I don't care about Cleveland. I don't have anything against LeBron. I love LeBron, but
I found it, guys.
I kind of want them to lose in the first round just to see the chaos.
Oh man.
Mm-hmm. Got the first pick of my draft, baby.
Trey, you gonna block me for that?
Yeah, man.
Oh, come on now,
Davis.
That's a good ass tweet.
Hey, man, I'm not here for it, man.
Going Anthony Davis. Boom. Any thoughts on the Spurs fan base not liking Popovich because he's anti-Trump?
Oh, Rant number 3 coming to you from Waz. Here we go.
I'm shocked that Texas would respond this way.
I know.
Wasn't shocked.
The great state of Texas. Yes. Oh, he's making me feel stupid. He's calling me a bigot and a misogynist. Cry me a fucking river, dude. Prove to me that you're not.
What, a couple people spoke to a reporter, and that's where the story has been generated from? Is that the deal?
Much shit. They're always dying to talk to these senseless Trump people.
Yeah,
it's annoying, man. It's like looking at the monkeys at the zoo, essentially.
You know, the Trump's digital guru is a Spurs fan from San Antonio. Trump's digital team is based in San Antonio.
That's awesome.
Maybe that's why Pop's going harder on them.
CJ McCollum.
Brad Parscales used to play. I think he played at UTEP, played hoops at UTEP, and is now leading the digital team communications for Donald Trump.
The UTEP
that whole Facebook
shouts
thing.
to Tim Hardaway.
Yeah. Oh yeah, UTEP.
UTEP two-step.
AJ, were you just wanted to go on a rant about 2 people being interviewed and now it's a story?
No, I was looking at an article and it's like, this woman says this and this guy says that. It's like, okay, you're going to have people that think like that. Doesn't mean, the whole city of San Antonio is upset with Greg Popovich, does it?
Nah, it's bullshit. But that's what the corporate media, they're obsessed with these people who could vote for somebody like Trump. They're just upset. They just can't understand that so many Americans are delusional. I mean, whatever.
Okay.
Bleep that, Jade.
Yeah.
Bleep that.
Sorry.
Jade, you paying attention? Bleep that. Trey, they're not putting up playoff P billboards in OKC.
It's already up there.
Oh, no.
I'm about to go to hopefully, if this series goes to 5, I'm going to Oklahoma City for the first time in my life to go catch a game. And I'll take a picture next to it.
Oh, my God.
Is there a debate raging out there if whether Paul George is better than Westbrook? Is that what I see?
I mean,
a lot of people say they were the best.
I'll listen to that debate. Why not?
I'm cool.
Why not?
I'm cool.
Why not?
I'm cool.
Are we including defense on this one? Because if we are,
why not? Why not? Why can't Paul George be better than him?
I'm going Westbrook. What are we doing?
Okay.
Paul George is the number 2.
I don't know. I love the high voice. I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe not.
I think I'm going to go Paul George.
Race debate.
That's like my favorite noise to make right there. When somebody says something crazy, but like, it's the 9-degreeable siren. It's like, no.
Tom asked me the most disrespectful question of my life last night.
What was it?
If I've ever heard a shot clock violation, or if I've ever been a part of a shot clock violation.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about that, man.
Come on, man.
I should have known. I should have known. You didn't even know what a shot clock violation was until you were.
I told you. I thought it was a fire alarm going off.
Yeah, like all those times last night that JJ Redick and Bellinelli were pump faking. I was like, man, Zach would have just fired it up. Fired it up.
Let it go. That is something that even still, with as much basketball as I've watched at the NBA level, like there are times where a guy is relatively open and he passes up the shot to like move the ball or cut through or whatever, and I'm like, man, I would have shot that. Like I would have fired that. I would be the worst NBA teammate to have.
You know what I really appreciated last night is they gave the flaming bag to Markelle Fultz. I think 1 or 2 times.
Yep.
You're a rookie. You get the ball when it's 2 seconds left on the shot clock.
Up your percentage.
Airball it 1 more time, please.
Oh man, we think that he'd have a chance of winning that series. I don't.
Not a chance of winning the series.
I hate when people say that was a chance. Yes, they have a chance.
So what does that mean? Greater than 25%? Let's just say that. Like
greater than 20%.
Yeah, I think so. I don't think they will, but I think they're good enough with the execution. They have enough guys to throw at Ben Simmons to slow him down. I don't think the Sixers are going to shoot as hot as they did in game 1, and I don't think they're going to shoot as poorly as they did in game 2. I think they're kind of in the middle there. So it really just depends on when Embiid comes back.
I think they regress to the mean in a
game
positive
4
direction.
Embiid.
Game 4 Embiid. Yeah, I would put the Heat at a 40% chance to win that series.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. That's damn
I got a 50-50. I got a 50-50.
Wow.
Oh,
Going 7, baby.
You just said 6.
Oh. I forgot, though.
You said
Vintage
7
Wade.
and then 6, and now you're back to 7. This is
Venerable
vintage Jade.
Wade.
Vintage Wade got him delusional.
Vintage Wade sounds like vintage Jade, so that's why he chose it.
Yep.
There you go. Wine Bath Jade.
There you go. All right, peoples. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Don't forget patreon.com/count the dings if you like this program. And please don't have me justify why you're paying. It's all right there.
Yes, if you sign up for the
appreciate it, though.
$5 option and you don't get the exclusive content
That
because
dude
of
was
that,
trolling us. That dude had to be trolling us.
like it tells you what you're paying for.
He was
I'm
a
about to give
DM
me
friend
a-
of mine.
I don't
A
even
Big
block-
Baller Brand Wilson basketball.
What?
Big Baller Brand league partnered up with Wilson. I need to get me a basketball, Big Baller Brand
Wilson still
basketball.
makes basketballs? I thought it was
Wilson
fall.
still makes basketball.
Wilson makes the only composite ball that I enjoy, which is that
Wilson is the official sponsor of the JBA Big Baller League, Big Baller Brand Basketball League.
Lithuania?
Nah, here, fool.
Oh, that's what's up.
Also,
that's what's up.
if you are on Patreon, go to the Discord, join the chat, support our sponsors. Promo code B2B at SeatGeek.
And
Draft.
y'all want to be in that Discord chat because I popped in last night and we had a nice, interesting discussion with a couple of the homies. Man, that was a fun convo. Every now and again,
nice.
Zach Harper, Black Trey, Tom
I'm always
Haberstroh.
in there.
Angie.
Yeah, I'm always
I'm paying rent right now.
And there you go, and have some fun with y'all. So
Yeah.
y'all want to get busy with that Discord.
Yeah, Trey got his mail forwarded to the Discord.
A lot of gems in that Discord, man. A lot of gems last night.
That's a sick forward, man.
And then, we will talk to you on Thursday with the Nerd Brigade. Tomorrow is Talk Hoops. Do you have a guest, Zach, tomorrow?
I got 2 guests. I got Matt Moore and James Herbert getting the old CBS crew back together to talk some playoffs. Yeah.
Fantastic. And then, of course, Friday will be the mailbag.
And we got Snark Hoops today.
Snark Hoops later today. All right, peoples. Thank you so much.
Thursday, we got a special guest. His name is Mr. Ben Falk.
Oh, I just read a great
that's
thing
a
on
big
his
get,
site
boy.
today.
Do I have
Clean
to
the
bleep
glass.
that?
No. Or maybe you do.
No. Fuck. Anyway. All my jokes, they're not hitting today. I just have
Yeah,
those
you're still going to
days.
give yourself a
Anyway.
ding, though, aren't you?
Of course I am. Nobody
Jade,
got
I'm getting a lot of messages about how you're gaming the system right now, and I'm just going to tell you, you're
Jade's
not going to
getting
win
his-
this.
Russell Westbrook on.
By the way, if
Jade's
Jay
averaging
Christie
a
is
triple double.
listening,
Everybody.
if you do want to go and tally the dings for this Sunday overnight show, I wanted to get that up as quickly as possible. There are no dings in that show, but man, there were so many good jokes. So, Jay Christie, if you're listening, you can go and do that one yourself.
I explained in the Discord. I said, listen, you want it promptly? I said, Jade has to go to bed. So there's no dings. You have to, I said, hit up Jay Christie so he can tally up those. Boom.
I find it very suspicious that when Jade isn't actually talking on the podcast, suddenly he doesn't
dings?
put in the dings.
I started to, and it's a time. It adds another almost an hour to the process, and I'm like, I want to get this out for the people.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Convenient.
I got the same number of dings as all you guys.
Unbelievable.
Comes out.
Unbelievable.
One would think.
One would think.
All right, guys.
Hi, John.
Thank you for listening to a Basketball Buds Tuesday. See you tomorrow.
You're